Just like we have prey and predators on land and water, birds are no exception. There are a number of predatory birds that prey on others. They have all the qualities of a killer, and on top of that, they have wings. All it takes for them is the perfect opportunity to strike, and they can scoot away with a hearty meal in their beak before anyone could even realize. However, even the best hunters can have a bad day, and in one such dreadful moment, these notorious predatory birds get caught and killed with utmost brutality. In today's video, we will show you 15 terrifying moments when birds of prey were mercilessly hunted down by other animals. Let's get started. Number 15. Penguins. Penguins are undoubtedly adorable, but hidden under that thick fur coat is a vicious creature that can get violent and bloody whenever necessary. They rule a major part of Antarctica, but face considerable threat from certain predators. A sea lion emerges from the ocean and directly charges at a lone penguin. Surprisingly, the predator picks up speed and soon catches up. It grabs the penguin by the tail and sends it flying into the air. And it's only the start of the assault. The sea lion smashes the victim time and again until the penguin is brutally wounded and dies. Then the giant attacker holds the dead victim by the neck and prances into the ocean. Washed ashore by the rough waves, the penguins are hurrying inland to escape from a deadly predator, a sea lion. While others make their way up, the sea lion attacks a small penguin and disappears in a moment. Thinking the crisis has been averted, the penguins jump back into the water when the sea lion makes a second strike and takes down another prey. Number 14. Eagles and hawks. Eagles and hawks need no introduction as the most vicious predators of the sky. Their keen eyesight and murderous talons can take down animals of any nature. However, at the slightest show of weakness, these birds are hunted down with sheer brutality. A leopard is raiding an eagle's nest carefully on a treetop. Soon, the leopard treads down with a giant eagle hanging between the sharp canines. A fall from that height can cause grave injuries, but the cat is ready to risk it all for a mighty meal. After such a dangerous feat, the impatient cat doesn't wait to get down and devours the eagle halfway through its path. In a curious change of events, this red-tailed hawk has a bull snake tightly wrapped around itself. The hawk is unresponsive from the strangulation and lies still and cold long after the bull snake slithers away. Number 13. Storks. Frequently sighted along the banks of rivers and lakes, the long-legged, long-winged storks are skilled at fishing. They eat everything they find in the water, and their long beaks help in yanking out prey without moving a muscle. But sometimes, when they are looking down, danger can strike without warning. A jackal has grabbed a stork by its neck and drags it out of water. The bird has its wings out in full span to maintain its body balance as long as possible. But the jackal uses its body weight too, pulls down its neck, and pins the bird on the ground. Once the bird is down, it gets dragged away. A caiman walks up ashore and is greeted with a treat dropping from the tree. The stork fails to grab a branch and falls directly in front of the caiman waiting below. Before it can get back on its legs and escape, the reptile lunges at it and shakes it violently to make an impactful bite before taking it into the water. Number 12. Ostrich. Taking the trophy as the fastest two-legged runner, ostriches are a flightless bird who are known for their immense strength and aggressive nature. They attack at the slightest inconvenience and more often than not get attacked by other predators. An ostrich is alerted with a predator intrusion, but it is too late to react to it. A lion brings down the startled bird by biting down its throat. The bird struggles to free itself from the clutches by frantically kicking in the air and aggressively fluttering its wings. The lion's death grip doesn't slip even after all of this, and soon the bird lies motionless. 3 cheetahs start chasing an ostrich, but change target midway and attack the other ostrich nearby. The flightless bird tries to outrun the predators, but the cheetahs latch onto one of its wings. With 3 cheetahs hanging onto it, the added weight becomes overbearing, and the ostrich goes down. There's no going back from this situation. The cats sit down patiently to devour their big meal. Number 11. Heron. Herons are coastal birds with strong spear-shaped beaks that help them fish. They are mostly on the grounds, and during this time, they expose themselves to many predators. This agitated lion pride is curiously looking over something in the water when an oblivious heron comes paddling along. Instead of flying away, the bird strangely swims towards the lions, and when the last-minute realization finally kicks in, a lion grabs the bird and kills it instantly. Two eagles hover over a lone heron in the waterhole before one of them closes in for a strike. The heron quickly retaliates to the attack with its sharp, pointy beaks. The eagle is half submerged in the water and seems to be on the losing end during the intense tussle. But eventually, the heron flips upside down in the water, implying it's dead, with the mighty predator perched in the corpse. Number 10. Seagull. Seagulls are highly inquisitive birds and vengeful predators. They have a weird knack of harassing and assaulting their victim, but sometimes receive a taste of their own medicine. A seagull sweeps in to snatch away a sea lion's meal, but the latter was not letting it get away that easily. As the bird moves in, the sea lion grabs the bird instead and violently jerks its head. The bird gets decapitated due to the force. This duck charges up when it spots a seagull above and dashes towards it when it descends to the water's surface. The duck lands on the back of the gull and drags it through the water in an attempt to drown the annoying stalker. Within a few minutes, the seagull succumbs to the brutal attacks and becomes a floating carcass. This bird has landed directly into the vicious tentacles of an octopus that's slowly wrapping around the seagull, blocking all defenses and pulling it underwater. The immense struggle continues for agonizing few minutes before the bird drowns to death. Number 9. Crows. Crows are common neighborhood predators where they share the territory with numerous other animals. It's only a matter of time before the corvids go around messing with the wrong opponents. Like this crow is getting crushed under the murderous talons of a hawk. The crow is struggling to get back up as the hawk's repeated strikes with the beak and the talons pressing into its flesh has caused grave injuries, and soon we see the victim's blood on the concrete. With its face brutally smashed, the corvid bleeds to death soon after. Trapped in the hands of a vicious feline, the crow has its head stuck in the cat's mouth. The attacker has clawed into the bird's skin to hold it in position while ruthlessly kicking the underbelly. The crow is barely responding when it gets dragged into the bushes. Number 8. Chickens. Hens are unexpectedly savage, and though they are not built for long flights, these heavyweight birds can make a crash landing on their prey to make a deadly impact. However, these tactics do not work on every rival. A total mayhem breaks out when a fox enters a chicken coop. The fox jabs one of the chickens in the corner, but clearly wasn't satisfied with one kill. It hunts down numerous other chickens, turning the coop into a slaughterhouse. In an eerily similar situation, an intruder breaks into a chicken shelter and massacres the place with feathers flying everywhere and the birds frantically trying to escape the vicious predator hunting them down. Number 7. Albatross. Ruling the sky of the southern hemispheres, albatrosses are known for their incredible wingspan and extraordinary flying skills. They stay close to the shore for their food, but unintentionally expose themselves to a world of danger. This young albatross is training to fly by expanding its wings when a tiger shark attacks from beneath. The bird desperately tries to take off, however, it isn't ready yet and falls right back into the gaping mouth of the fierce predator. And this happens more than you would expect. Number 6. Vultures. Mighty and fierce are the right words to describe the vultures. They feed on carcasses and have a few natural enemies, but the wilderness can be extremely unpredictable and dangerous even for the mightiest creatures. When the vultures interrupt a lion during its meal, the king decides to put an end to the invasion by attacking one of the birds. With just a single strike, the vulture is grounded and the lion settles down to devour the bird right away. After scavenging on a carcass, a vulture decides to take a dip completely unaware of the approaching danger. A crocodile darts out of the water, grabs the startled bird by its tail, and vanishes immediately. Number 5. Peacock. Peacocks are enormous birds famous for their spectacular tail and a taste in snakes, but sometimes their food becomes the cause of their death quite literally. Tightly wrapped in the deadly coils of a full-grown python, this peacock is getting constricted to death under the immense pressure exerted on it. The bird surrenders to the excruciating pain and dies eventually. Number 4. Pelican. Pelicans are avid eaters and swallow almost anything that fits their throat pouch. Having a long beak helps them in hunting and defending themselves in any situation, but there are some exceptions. A leopard charges at a pelican flock and succeeds in pinning down one of the birds as the rest take off. With one powerful bite to the neck, the feline makes its kill and walks away with the giant pelican dangling from its mouth. This cunning coyote has attacked the pelican from behind, dodging the attacks of the deadly beak. The sly attacker is biting down the tail, preventing the bird from escaping its grip. Number 3. Owl. These nocturnal birds own the night sky and are one of the most dangerous airborne predators in the wild. But despite all that strength, owls do get hunted down brutally once in a while. This leopard climbs a tree with one sole intention. Mapping each step carefully, it reaches the top to raid an owl's nest. The attacker breaks into the nest, nabs a bird, and snaps its neck in one bite before devouring it. Surprisingly, the bird wasn't fast enough to escape. Number 2. Duck. Ducks generally don't get violent until they are instigated. They are mostly docile, and it is this nature that attracts many predators. A clever Komodo dragon chases a duck in a waterhole, but when the original victim runs off, the attacker quickly changes its target. The second duck falls prey to the sudden attack and gets smashed against the ground before being carried away by the ruthless predator. Number 1. Goose. Geese are comparably larger than ducks and more proactive while attacking someone, but this doesn't stop other predators from attacking them at the slightest opportunity. This goose tries to scare off a chasing fox by flaring its wings. The fox runs in circles to distract the goose and attack from the back. The trick works, and the predator dashes to strike the bird in its back and mauling it to the ground. The fox wastes no time in biting into the bird's flesh once it stops retaliating. That's all for today, folks. Which of these attacks on the birds of prey stunned you the most? Let us know in the comments down below. Plus, don't forget to like and share this video with your friends and family. To get more such amazing videos, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon so that you can get notified every time we come with a new video. Have a great day, and we hope to see you soon in another exciting video.